What was I thinking when I started being self-employed? I literally just quit my job and I just said, yeah, I'll be doing photography full-time now, that's it. Well, there was a lot of, obviously, things going on through my head, but the one thing that was the most important for me, I stopped being scared of the future. I was more scared of staying where I was and not being happy and waking up every single day to a feeling of being lost and feeling of not being myself and not doing what I love. That shit scared me more than quitting my life as it was and pursuing my dream. Because at the end of the day, like, nothing is more rewarding as pursuing your dreams. And yeah, it's tough as fuck. It's tough as fuck, and that's the toughest thing you'll ever do. But that's a different kind of a tough. It's different if you're working for yourself at 3 a.m. in the morning, and different when you're on a minimum wage working at 3 a.m. for somebody else that doesn't even appreciate that you're there. And obviously, as a business owner, you actually have more at stakes. People don't realize that, but you come to work, you're an employee, you just do your thing and you just go and you don't care. But as a business owner, you are the one ensuring the whole operation going on. You are the one ensuring all the safety of all the parties involved. You are the one basically behind the big wheel.
The ship is yours, Captain.
And actually being that person who other people rely on. And if something goes wrong, it's your pocket that is being emptied out. So a lot of people don't think about it this way. I recently lost my phone and that was my entire business operations basically, and fuck that shit, I'm responsible for this and no one will buy it for me. It's not like I'm the employee and obviously this phone is insured by someone and they will give me another phone because I'm a office biatch. No, I have to insure it. I have to make sure that this damn phone will serve me. I have to make sure that it's safe to do so. And if something happens to it, I need to earn that money back to get a new one. That's it. And there's no shortcuts for this. And whatever happens to your gear as well, you're responsible for this. Things SD card failures or gear failures, yeah, of course they will happen, but if you're drop your camera because you have a shitty gear and it's standing on a tripod that is 30 quid from Amazon, clients don't care. And to be fair, if I would be a client and see that kind of a shitty equipment, because you kind of even clients can know and spot something that is shitty as fuck. Especially with tripods, there's no point of buying a really cheap ones, because if you have a few £1,000s worth of camera and a few £1,000s on your lenses, bro, you gotta upgrade your tripod game. That's it. No questions asked. And that is not your client's fault. That is not the universe's fault. That is your fault. Because you didn't secure your business operations enough to have all that properly safe. There's a different ways that you have to consider when you go in from being an employee to self-employed. Having that safety and security net that you usually have, that way or another, when you're an employee, everything is steady, you live from paycheck to paycheck, but it's all there, it's always there. Not when you're self-employed. Basically you need to work 5 times as hard as you already did, but the difference is you're doing that to yourself. So if you're not working 5 times as hard, you're betraying yourself. Obviously, we're talking about different scaling the business and like different type of clients. Like you can have 10 low-paying clients, or you can have 2 good-paying clients a month. It all depends. So depending on like what kind of shoots that you're doing, what kind of photography are you into. For example, me, I'm not doing weddings. I don't really want to do weddings. This is not something that I like for various reasons, and one of them would be I never been on a wedding. I'm 31, I've never been on a wedding myself, never been invited. Obviously, I am not married as well, so it's not like I've seen my own wedding as well. And like, I wouldn't even know what to do there, what to start. I don't even know how the wedding looks like, you know. So I've never done that before, and I don't want to ever do it. I'm more into different stuff. I'm more into events, male portraiture, fashion shoots, streetwear, that kind of a stuff. And also another thing, like, you as a photographer, especially as self-employed, you have to also be prepared that sometimes you'll get inquiries about stuff that you absolutely don't want to do. And by saying yes, not only you're hurting your clients, you're also hurting yourself as a business. Because if this is something that you're not passionate about, you're not going to deliver great photos, and you're not going to grow with those photos. Yeah, of course you can learn skills. For example, if like I would be doing a wedding right now, I would maybe learn or not, I don't know. But also, having said that, would I probably ruin someone's most important day in their life? Yeah, probably. Because I'm not passionate about this. So even though I could have do it, but it's not gonna serve me as a business. Because at the end of the day, I don't want to book another wedding. I don't want to book weddings in the future. So why would I do a photograph of a wedding as a client that I don't want to do in the future? I would rather much focus on shooting events, music gigs, concert, stuff like that, and male portraiture, because that's my goal. That's where I want to do in the future. That's where I want to go, and it's as simple as it is. Like I said, there was a lot of thinking process when it comes to why I've chose self-employment over being an employee. And you know, I've worked in a creative industry for a long time now, in creative agencies back in Poland, also in marketing here in the UK, and you know, it's a vicious industry, and I love this industry. Don't get me wrong, I freaking love it, but I always struggled with being an employee just because I always been a boss.
I am the big boss now.
If you're reaching that stage, as I did months ago, that you're just more afraid of staying where you are than moving forward, then that might be a move for you to consider. The thing that you'll be focused on at the end of your life is, did I have a good life? Was my life great? Did I do what I wanted to do? And it's absolutely okay to pursue your dreams. And that's okay too. It's okay to fail. It's okay to try new things and see if it's gonna suit you. It's, of course, it takes guts and like freaking balls to do that, to do those like movements in your life, but it's either you will make it or you're not. But you won't know until you actually make that move and make that change. So I'm not gonna tell you what to do, because when you're struggling with decision, you're struggling because you already know what to do. You already know. The only thing is you're struggling with is actually admitting to yourself what the decision is. So once you reach your decision and you're okay with admitting to yourself and everybody else that this is what I'm doing, leave me a comment. Let me know what you're doing. I want to keep up with whatever the decision is, and let's smash it. Till the next week.